Okay. So we did our -1 times y squared. Okay, let's continue. Okay. 1 over pi sine x. I should just copy that. Yeah. Okay. Oh no. This is -1, right? So I forgot where I was. Negative. So that would be negative pi. And this is -1. Okay? Are we all set now?
Yes, sir.
So when you finish, you have to go through and explain.
Okay. And we're going
to until you finish.
And we're going to subtract, open parentheses again. So this is -2 cubed is -8. -8 over 3. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
What next?
-2.
Plus -8 y squared.
Wait, sir.
I am evaluating this. So
oh, 2. Oh, okay. You're plugging in 2. I'm just getting what you're doing, right?
Okay. So this is going to be -2 times y squared, right?
Mm-hmm.
-2
y squared.
Y squared.
No, sir, no copy.
If what?
I'm saying that the full thing don't copy.
Okay. All right. Plus.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This term here. Oh, sorry. This is where I'm supposed to be looking.
Right.
I'm putting -2, so it's going to be 1 pi
sine.
This is going to be -2 pi, right? Oh, come on. Sine, and then this is going to be -2 pi. Let me put in my parentheses. -2 pi.
Sir,
yeah?
So what 2 doing outside the sign?
Oh, my bad.
Just hit delete. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then the last term is plus. And my x is -2. So let me put in a parentheses. I'm putting my -2. Sine that. And what am I forgetting?
dy.
There you go. All right. So at least we have it written out. Now we can go ahead and clean house. Okay? Before we go on. So As I said, this is just cleaning house. Like, that's not what I wanted.
So you can do a new box for that, like a new line, put in a new line.
I think it automatically will do that, you know. But all right, hold on. Let me
Maybe just hit enter and see.
All right, enter and start a new.
No. Go back in the box first. And then enter.
And enter?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Undo.
Just undo, right. Start a new one.
Oh,
Sir,
yeah.
right click, sir.
Don't worry.
Hold on, sir. Let me tell you something. Click back in it. Let me show you something. The way it looked a while ago, hit the drop down.
The drop down, this?
Yeah.
Oh,
don't worry. All right, something I was looking for.
Okay, all right.
So is that right? You can go continue.
It's all right. I just start a new equation. All right, equals, okay. Let me put back what I need to put back here, which is 0, 1. Okay. 1. Why not 1? What's happening here? My
your
one
number, your number something come on.
Okay. All right. So let's work this out. This is negative 1/3 plus minus y squared.
Negative first.
Negative
right.
1/3. Oh, my
the number
box is off. All right. 1/3. Yes, and then this is going to be negative y squared, right? Minus y squared. Okay. What's the next term?
Plus.
Okay. What is happening here? What is sine of negative pi? Remember, your sine is opposite. Is your y value. So at negative pi, which is 180 degrees, sine is 0. So this term goes away. All of this is...
Sir, what are you talking about?
Sine of negative pi is equal to 0. Okay, first of all.
Okay.
Hold on. In a circle consists of 2 pi radians, yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So pi radians is 180 degrees, agreed?
Sine of, you said negative 180. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, when you plug it in another thing, yeah. No, I just getting what you're saying.
Okay.
And then 0 times, and then 0 times
I'm going to put in my 0. I'm going to put in the 0 so that you know that that becomes 0. Okay?
Do you understand that?
Plus.
So Mother Teresa, explain when we finish. The last week.
Okay, then.
Okay.
Good luck to you.
This part here. Let's work this out. This negative is going to turn that positive into a negative, right? Yes?
Yes, sir.
This negative turn, and then that is just sine pi y.
So why you not get rid? Well, okay.
Huh? Get rid of what?
No, I just realized, right?
All right. What I should have put this in a parentheses, and it's not going to go. So I'm not going to even bother.
dx, dy.
No, we have to subtract this. So, and
minus
negative 8 is going to be plus 8 over 3, yeah? 8 over 3. Oh. 8 over 3.
Minus.
Are you sure it's minus? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
This is giving us a minus.
Right. Minus 2y squared.
This is, hold on. Start from this positive times this negative.
Oh, giving you a minus, right? And then the minus
this
outside.
Negative times this negative gives us a positive.
Positive, right. You're right.
Okay. So that's going to be plus what? 2y squared.
2y squared, right.
2y squared. Okay. All right. Let's go to the next term. Next term is 0.
Right. Why you get 0 again now? Because so technically pi is 180 and it will be sine 360. Sine negative 360. That's what you're trying to say there, so sir?
Yes.
Which puts you back 0.
Yes.
Okay.
So where was I? I was here, so it's going to be plus 0, right?
No. Yes, yeah. No, sir. The 0 in the center becomes 0. Negative 2. Look. So negative 2 pi is negative 360. And when you find the sign that you get 0 automatically, 0 times the outside is 0, so it will be plus 0. When you take in consideration the minus on the outside, it becomes minus 0.
Okay, all right, if you want that.
You can't apply it one part and don't apply it to the
Yeah, but 0 is 0, eh? All right, cool, no problem. Okay, I got you. And then let's continue.
So this becomes a minus, so that becomes plus, right?
Hold on. A negative.
That becomes negative, and then the negative on the outside make it become plus. Huh?
Okay. Plus 2 sine.
2 sine.
Sine x. All right. Whoa. Why did I choose this long one?
Sorry, because you like stuff being difficult. Huh?
dy. Okay. Now we click and clean house. Negative 1/3 plus 8/3 gives us a positive 7/3. Yes?
Right.
Let me go to another line. Insert equation. And I'm still going to say equals, I still have to put in my 0 to 1.
This is the last question being worked, sir?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I do have another one, but I just work it out and post it.
Okay. Right. So that become minus 7 over.
Minus 1/3 plus 8/3 is
minus 7 over
8 minus 1.
Oh, 7 over 3.
There you go. How do you turn on your numbers board?
What you're using, sir? A laptop?
My number's just not working. Oops, it came back.
So just press numlock on any keyboard.
Him not know where it is, obviously, Delana, if you might ask.
So you have to use numlock. Numlock is
I just use the numbers on the top of the keyboard, no problem.
So you don't see numlock? Numlock would either be up at the top or by the side. You have a HP?
Oh, yes. I see the numlock lock. All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right, so this now, okay, the y squared term.
So you have a minus and a plus, so it becomes just y squared.
There you go. The next term.
0 and 0 cancel itself.
0 cancels out 0, okay.
That is a minus. So that becomes just sign.
This
plus,
is 2 of them, and this is just 1 of them, so it becomes plus.
Plus, so sine, whatever.
Sine pi y. dy.
Right.
And we just integrate that. And we're done. So integrating this is gonna, can I do it on the same line or go to another line?
Just, yeah, you can integrate it on the same line, because that would be short, I suppose.
So
that
is equal to
7,3x.
Copy. 7,3 what?
X, y.
There you go. All right. Plus
y cube over 3.
Y cube over 3. Plus what now?
That would be cosine.
Yeah, it would be negative cosine though.
Right.
Product sign is negative cosine. So it's minus cosine.
Won't you have to use the U substitution in this case, sir?
Oh yes. Oh, you are absolutely right. You are, I was getting ahead of myself here. Enter. Insert equation. You see? Oh, I know who's going to get the next A.
Sir. Don't bother with that.
Pi y and du is equal to
negative sign.
Pi.
Oh, pi.
dy.
Right. So that means dy is equal to 1 over pi du.
So yeah, dy is equal to 1 over pi, 1 over, it's gone.
Drop down, right?
Pi
du.
So the integral becomes I'm just going to use this. The integral of, what am I doing? This. The integral of this.
Copy. Paste.
Okay. The integral of that is equal to the integral of paste, and I'm going to change this and make this u. Du. But it's really 1/2. So, and there's a 1 over pi here, so I'm just going to put it out here.
Outside, right?
Okay.
Right.
And that is equal to 1 over pi times
open bracket, right?
Times the integral of sine is
negative cosine.
Oh, it's a negative? Yeah, I think you're right.
I don't know, I guess my guess.
Cosine. Cosine u.
U.
No, there's no du. Not in the integral. So now Where was I?
So you're not going to put in the substitution box, sir?
Well, I'm going to do it in one step here. So I'm just going to do this. All right, let me put in a parenthesis first. And then I'm going to put in all of this. Copy, paste. And now I change my U back to copy. No, I should do it here. It's not going to allow me to.
Right, see there? Copy now.
And okay. All right. Are we done?
No, you're going to put in the line thing and putting it to 1.
Holy cow! I keep on forgetting that. Okay.
Sir, so that means we can forget it in the exam.
Paste. All right. And we are evaluating that now from
0 to 1.
0, 0 to
1. Right.
Okay. And that is now equal to, all right, so at y equals 1, let me put in some parentheses here. Let me put in another one. And let me put in a minus here, because we know it's going to be a minus, right? At 1, this is just 7 over 3, right? Actually, why don't I just do this? Okay? When y is 1 here, this becomes just 1 over 3. Okay. When y is 1 here, what's the cosine of 1?
What's the cosine of 1? All right, so the cosine of 1 is equal to...
Wait, hold on, sorry. That's not the cosine of 1. Y is equal to 1, so what's the cosine of pi?
Okay, so that's the cosine of 180. That's -1.
Okay, so this is -1. Negative, and this negative is going to make this a positive, but this is a -1, which is going to make it negative.
Hold on. You know why?
All right, let's put it this way.
This is -1.
-1.
Right, and negative times negative turn that into a positive, so it becomes +1 over pi.
Right.
And then the negative on the outside makes it then become another negative.
There you go.
Okay.
So that's -1 over pi, right?
Right.
Okay. And that's it.
Right.
Okay, this one now. At 0,
0 into
that is 0.
0 again.
And it is plus or minus 0. That is plus 0. I need to have my signs right. And at 0, okay. At 0, this is
1.
Cosine of 0. No, pi times 0 is 0.
And the cosine of 0 is 1.
There you go. So 1 times this is -1 over pi.
And then the 1 on the outside again makes it become a positive 1 over pi. You can't just press paste, sir, because that was the last thing you copied.
Okay. So.
A new line now, sir.
All right. Insert equation. All right. Equals. Okay. So this just becomes 7 over 3 plus 1 over 3 is 8 over 3.
Mm-hmm. And that becomes minus pi, minus pi, minus and minus, so it becomes 2 pi, yeah, minus 2 pi.
Yeah. 8 over 3, as a minus 2 pi, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Minus 2 over pi.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, minus 2 over pi. Mm-hmm. And that's the answer.
And that's the answer.
Delano. Delano?
I think he fell asleep.
Oh, he went mute. All right, so sir.
Hello?
Yes, you get that, Delano?
No, not fully because started asked me earlier.
Sir lost you?
I was waiting on him to finish up so I could get
Okay, where you got lost?
Just a minute, sir.
Okay.
All right, so sir, you're not going to work any more questions?
No, what I will do, I will work this one. This one I'll work offline and just post the results.
All right, so sir, I'm going to have to run. You hear?
All right, no problem.
All right, good night, everybody.
Night, Lydia.
Night.
So just a quick second.
Okay.
Yeah. If you could scroll up now.
I'll
show you where I got that.
Huh?
Scroll up to where I got that.
I know. Where was that?
Okay. I think I understood. Well, I had understood. Well, I didn't see how you get the 1 over n, first of all.
1 over?
1 over pi, not 1 over n.
Right here.
Well, you had did the one below first before you did that. Remember, you had forgot. So I was lost from before. No, not that far up.
Yeah, this is the first one. This is the first one.
I'm not. Yes, sir. I was saying that you had did the part below that.
Okay.
Remember, you had done the part below that. No, below that.
Here.
Yeah, you had done that part first, and then Lydia remind you about the DU and DU thing, and you put in that after you had finished that.
No, I did this first. It was this one that she reminded me about.
Oh, see? That's how
and I did it up here, and she was asking me why I don't do it again.
Oh.
And I remember that I had to do it again.
Oh. So, okay. Yes, sir. Found both the similars.
From right here. Okay. Right. What we have here is we are evaluating this integral here. Okay? The x squared was easy to do. The y squared was also easy to do. Remember, we're integrating with respect to x. However, this one, we can't just integrate it straight just like that. We had to do a u substitution. We know how to integrate cosine x.
Oh, because you wanted to get it to sine?
But before we get there, we know how to integrate cosine x, but we do not know how to integrate cosine
x.
Multiple of x. This is a multiple of x.
Okay.
Or we did it before, but y'all don't remember. So what we do, we make this our u, which is what I did here. And our du becomes pi dx. But we do not have a pi outside here. So dx is basically going to be 1 over pi du, solving this equation here for dx. Because remember, when we are integrating, it's the same as if I had an integral sign here, an integral sign here, and an integral sign here.
Oh, so you transpose the du to get the dx.
There you go.
So you'd have brought over there.
So there's a dx here that is understood.
Okay.
And that dx, and when we made our u substitution, our dx really becomes 1 over pi du.
Yeah.
So if we are, in other words, I have a 1 over pi du. That's what dx is equal to, 1 over pi du. But 1 over pi is a constant, so I just moved it outside of the integral. Okay? And then I integrated that. And when you integrate cosine u, you get sine u. The multiple is just put back. Okay? And then now, where I think you got
hold on, sir. You say because the 1 over pi is constant, you put it outside?
Yes. In other words, all right, let me do it in stages. Let me, if I, after my substitution, right, my cosine u is pi over x.
Yeah.
So I substituted the u here, and I'm going to substitute my du for, in other words, I'm going to write my dx. And in writing my dx is equal to 1 over pi du. So I'm going to put a 1 over pi here. Um, 1 over pi. Okay? So now I have everything that I should have right here. Cosine of u, my u is pi x. And my dx, which is understood here, is 1 over pi du.
Okay.
So now...
So for the reference, sir, why didn't you just put the dx?
Here?
Oh, no, up top, where you said it's understood.
Okay, there's a step, all right, there's another step missing here. I think that is what is confusing you. Let's put in that step. Enter, let me put in that step. I'm going to copy this. Paste. All right. -2, -1, dx. Okay. Integral sign here. -2, -1. Move this. Cosine. Yes. And this is dx. Oh. Okay. And what I need now is an integral sign here. All right, -2, -1. And I'm just going to move all of this out. Okay, so that is what this O dx right here. Okay, so this whole thing is the same as this whole thing, because remember when we're taking integrals, the integral, our sum is equal to the sum of the integrals. So in other words, we are integrating term by term here. Each term is being integrated separately.
And with respect to dx?
With respect to x, yes.
Okay.
All right?
Yes,
so, what was your question again? Your question was why I never put, oh gosh, I don't remember what your question was.
No, sir, you put it in because you were saying that there was an assumed dx after the cos by x.
Right. So I put in my u here. Remember I did a u substitution here. So after my u substitution, this dx becomes this.
Okay.
Okay.
So that whole line just represents that integral.
This line?
No, the other line. No, not that one. The other one.
This one.
Yeah, that entire thing represents that, just that integral.
All I'm doing is working out this one. Sorry, this one here.
Okay.
So all of this working out is just for this part alone.
Any particular reason why?
Yes, because it would become too cumbersome to work this. I mean, this is just like how you were confused before.
Yes, sir.
Huh?
You mean just like how you were working it for sine? Oh, you wanted to get it to sine, I mean.
Well, when you integrate cosine, you get sine.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're right. So this is what it works out to. Sine u du, and if you want me to, I can just make this. Why don't I do this? Copy, paste. And what I'm doing, I'm changing my u now back to
pi x.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Copy. Oh, come on. Paste. Okay. So this is what I have here. Well, you know what I'm talking about here. Okay? And I just continued and integrated this one now. This is integrated here. You're going to ask me, why is it different? Because all of this is considered a constant.
Yeah, sir. I was actually saying that over the thing, but my mic was mute, so I didn't even realize.
Yeah. Well,